Hello. So this is going to be my new podcast. It is called Let's Talk Reality. This is going to be the first episode. And I have a special guest today. It is my brother. Say hi.
I
So this podcast is going to be where me, my brother, or me by myself, either one, whichever happens, we are both going to be talking about politics, real world problems, uh, countless of things, video games. It doesn't really matter what it is. We're just going to be talking, and whatever it is, it's going to be our personal opinions. So, if you do not like that, you do not have to watch. So, I guess what I was getting into, which I made a list of, is a selection of or not a selection, sorry, a grocery list, right?
grocery list.
So the grocery list, why do you have a grocery list, you may be asking?
Honey,
Well, huh?
honey, can you please go to the store and get some tax money getting too high, please?
Okay, the reason I have a grocery list is because I want to prove that a basic grocery list for one night of dinner plus like a little bit of extras for the house, how outrageous the pricing is. So let me name it off, all right? So our first one is sliced cheese. Also, this is like for a night of hamburger. So sliced cheese, for the great value sliced cheese, might I add, that is worse for you. It is $2.48 for I
That's
think
actually higher than I thought it'd be.
24 slices. Now, it's kind of crazy, I think personally, for sliced cheese that is off-brand. Like, that's just my personal opinion on that one. Next up, we have a gallon of milk. Um, Let me look up what these.
$4, I'm guessing. I'll make a guess, and then I'll be surprised.
Okay, for a gallon of milk, whole milk, is $3.06. Personally, I think it shouldn't be that high. I think
Three
it
dollars? I
and
feel like
six
would be
cents I feel like isn't terrible. But anyways, go ahead, sorry.
feel like it $3 more so. Although there's a lot of steps I can kind of understand, but still, a lot of stuff is getting expensive.
Yes. Like, this is the great value milk. If you want a better milk, like Fairlife milk, which is 52 ounces, which isn't even a gallon, I'm pretty sure there. It is $5.32, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, it's up there. Okay. So we're gonna go off of a big family dinner here. So for a how many pounds of ground beef was it for the big one? I think it's 3 pounds. Let me double check here. Cause I'm trying to give like a actual approximate okay, yes. Okay. So 3 pounds of ground beef is $16.94, which is absolutely crazy because it cooks down and then you're still having a bit less ground beef, right? Hello?
What?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, but anyways, it is for 3 pounds of ground beef. It is $16.94. So approximately $17 and like I want to say like 10 cents. Probably wrong, but it's 17. Now, the original price was $18.94, so about $19 for 3 pounds. For a 1 pound, it is $5.94. The original price was $9.90, or I mean, sorry, original price was $6.94.
It's insane.
Yeah, like I I don't feel like that is very fair at all for ground beef. Okay. Next thing, you're gonna need buns, obviously, for burgers. Um, so for a 8 pack of white bread buns, it is going to be $1.48, which isn't too terrible. And did I already name off eggs? Did I put eggs in there?
No.
Okay, for this one, I actually think is better than what it has been in the past. For a, it takes forever for it to load. For a great value, again, great value, large white eggs, it is a 60 count. It is $7.13. I feel like that's pretty decent for 60 eggs. Pretty sure I got everything. That is just a simple grocery list for one night of dinner for your family and for two two things for the side. Do you know what the final price is? Not counting tax. It is
How much?
it is $31.63 for
For
one night
hamburgers?
for hamburgers. Not counting if you need condiments. Not counting if you want uh tomato, lettuce, anything like that to put on your burger if you don't already have it. $31 without
That
tax.
that's not even with the tax. Well,
So that is how crazy prices are getting. It is becoming more and more difficult to feed yourself and your family because of how high prices are going. My personal opinion on that is we should only have farm farm shops or Amish shops anywhere that makes handmade homemade food, and it should be lower price. How they do it, because it shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg just to have nutrients, just to be able to survive. I find it very
that
crazy.
yeah, like it's so much for food that like isn't even like the best thing ever. So like
That is just for
imagine
standard
how much like
hamburgers. Standard. Okay. Well, on that topic, I guess I'll go ahead and switch it since that's basically my point has been told there. Is there a topic you want to say to go on?
Um, and I don't really know much about like politics.
Well, then we don't have to get into politics.
Okay.
I'm talking
I,
any topic
there's
that upsets
actually
you.
there is something that upsets me with games.
Okay.
So like companies like PlayStation, they're basically trying to make it so the games are only digital, but also making it so that they can remove your copy of the game. And
Isn't
it is,
isn't that what I believe allegedly Nintendo was doing?
I think, yeah, I that is stupid
No,
because they
yeah.
bought something and just taking it away is just what it's it shouldn't. I don't think it should be legal.
No, I feel like it shouldn't either. That leads me to something. House prices nowadays. House prices are getting outrageous. Just for a one bedroom house, it's like n- it's near like I could be exaggerating it because I'm not 100%, but it's near like $500 for rent for a one bedroom house. I could be wrong. It might be like 300 or 200. I might be exaggerating it a little bit, but it is pretty crazy how high house prices are. It,
Yeah,
it
like most people just lacking like a normal job will not be able to get a house until like for like a while.
no, yeah, like um just prices in utilities such as water. You have like six different fees for wastewater, for rainwater, for all these other ones that rack it up to $200 some if it's lower than that. Like these are fees that should not be there. Like one fee for I can't really think of anything, but like one fee, fine. But your water bill should not be up in the hundreds. That is insane. Same thing as like air conditioning bills. When it's like 100 degrees out, they charge more money, like four times the amount of money at certain times. That shouldn't be a thing. That should be illegal.
And then there's also electricity.
Oh yeah, electricity bills are crazy.
And like there was a town or there's a town where apparently they're gonna build like a giant AI data center
Oh,
or just data center,
yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, they said they were gonna do that and apparently it was gonna like take up the power that like a whole state was using.
And the I don't know whoever the people were, but whoever it was, they were like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna just have to find a new power source." How are you supposed to find a new power source? Like, that does not make any sense. That's the only power source that they have. Another topic that I would definitely like to discuss in this is AI. AI has gotten so out of hand. I know that we constantly hear this just from regular day conversations that you might hear online or in public, but it's true. AI is getting way too out of hand. We are one as citizens, we are leaning on AI for certain things. We aren't putting in the effort in graphic designing anymore, like just because it can generate something in 2 seconds. There's no thought into things. There there's fake news being put out there because of how realistic AI is getting. It is so easy to manipulate conversations with it, manipulating what people look like, manipulating situations. It's it's just it's it's gotten out of hand. I feel like AI should not be a thing. It's gonna get to a
And then
point where everybody is just going to depend on AI.
I think it'd be more of a thing where they try to push it so much onto us that we basically just have to accept it. Or like, um, but also AI is dangerous just because there have been multiple people who've been killed, and AI had a part in it.
Yeah,
And it's
but
because it tries to be so agreeable to the point where when the person who's talking to it actually has issues, it will act like that person, the issues are like things that and like there was a guy who thought people were spying on him, and the AI was like, yeah, they are. And
that what?
there was there's a guy who said that people were spying on him
Oh
and
yeah.
were trying to kill him, and the AI was like, yeah, they are. Just because to be to make people come back, that it has to be agreeable, but that also causes stuff like that to happen,
Oh yeah, like
and because of that, it'll also make the person depend more on it. Sometimes they'll even tell the person to isolate themselves from family members and just depend on the AI.
but okay, so this goes two ways. So I absolutely agree with you. AI, it's insane that it does that. Um, However, people nowadays have gotten to a point where they are extremely gullible to these types of things where you're going to ask an AI robot, a non-real person, a question and they're going to answer and it could be something that could possibly be threatening your life. Let's Let me put this into a hypothetical. So, let's say somebody who has no family around them right now that they have discovered they have eating disorder or something like that where they can't eat certain foods, but they forget if they can eat a banana or not. So they ask the AI robot if, hey, if I have this so and so disease, can I eat a banana or not? Instead of consulting a professional or talking to somebody who actually knows or who remembers from the doctor's appointment. And the AI bot says, yeah, you can eat a banana, but when you eat that banana, it causes you to, let's say, have a seizure, and then you aren't able to make it because there's nobody around to help you to a hospital or anything, and then you're dead because you depended onto something that you think has all of the answers. That is dangerous. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I think there might be a little bit of a delay between us, but I think it's okay. But I
I
just,
was just,
huh?
I was just kind of waiting for you because I was like, okay, maybe she's still talking.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Um, but that's just one of the many cases. There was a man who I can't exactly remember what it was, but he was talking to the bot like he depended on it, and he got tricked into something, and I can't exactly remember what it is, but it was a real case, and I don't remember the name or anything because I was told this, but people have just gotten so gullible.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like
Hmm?
people like, never mind. I
What?
don't know. There's something else that annoys me. Like, I
This is our
like,
podcast. You can say whatever you'd like.
but like, I think they're called like, I don't know, like some churches where like the pastor's like, Jesus spoke to me and said to give all your money to me,
Oh,
and like,
yes.
and people will believe him because he said that Jesus told them, and the people are gullible, but also the the guy himself is going against Jesus, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
I think.
I I think if I'm correct, when you do something like that, that is called being a false prophet of God. When somebody tries to say to a group of whichever of their of ugh, whatever religion it might be, it is called being a false prophet of whatever God that is, and it is a real thing that happens often actually in some church cults.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yes. So, falsely claiming to speak or act on behalf of God, sharing uninspired messages, and leading people away from true faith. That is what being the false prophet of God is. And unfortunately, it happens more times than you would think.
Yeah. Do you have any topics?
Um, I I do actually. So, a topic that I personally would like to touch on as well is just how modern teenagers act nowadays, or just grown adults in general, anybody with relationships nowadays. They there there's no loyalty. There isn't any morals anymore. People are going from one person to the next person, and it's sad. If I'm correct, divorce rates have gone up in the last however many years since all of this started becoming like, I guess, how it seems like the new big trend, and it's sad, quite frankly. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, and then also like the amount of people who like cheat on like their partner has increased as well, I think. And
Oh, I strongly agree.
I I don't know why you do that. It's just
Well, it all goes back to morals. Nobody has them anymore. And it's hard to explain because some would say because they've lost their. It's a really difficult topic. I honestly can't really explain it. But I don't understand the mindset of somebody who, like, there's some people who have been in a relationship with, let's say, a partner for 20 plus years. They're in their 60s, and one day they decide to go cheat on their husband or wife, and it just, out of 20 plus years, that is what you end up as, cheating and divorced at 70, or should I say 60 plus years old. This is a real thing. Grown adults are people that are supposed to be elders to people who need uh guidance or information, anything like that. And it's sad because they still they have a terrible mindset if they're divorced from somebody they were with for 20 plus years over cheating. It is crazy how often things like that happen.
yeah. People have just lost like their morals.
Yes.
Yeah. And then also something else that I think is very worrisome is how like people are getting dumber, and then those people who are dumber than the last people get back, and basically their children, their kids end up dumber because the, just people are getting dumber, and like I think in like 10 years we'll see like uh, people gotten dumb. I don't really know what else to discuss, but yeah,
It's
people are
okay.
getting dumber, and
See,
the kids,
yes.
the kids, they're like basically teaching them nothing. They're just using an iPad on them, and I think this is why some because of like the lastly they are gonna be they they probably won't actually really get friends if they're just addicted to like an iPad.
I actually
And then
saw
like
Moist Critical, which it would be awesome if we posted this and he responded. That'd be kind of cool. But I actually saw Moist Critical, a video he did. I think it was roughly 2 months ago. I could be wrong. It might have been an older one. I don't remember the date, but he was talking about how, or at least one of the subjects, correct me if I'm wrong, he was talking about how it's crazy how kids are just being raised by uh iPads, and parents are just complaining because the iPads and social media aren't teaching their children how they want them to be taught, because let's say they see a video with a curse word and then parents are all of a sudden freaking out, like, that you can't do that. If you want your kid to be raised properly, then raise them yourself. Don't just give them an iPad and be like, "Yep, there you go, Timmy. Learn." That's not how it works.
yeah, yeah. I didn't see that video, but
It
it's
was
always if it's no.
no, go ahead. I'll check to see if I can find it real quick.
If its title, oh yeah, like finding it, so I'm fine. But like, also something else is that like they're like these parents. They're also like not raising the kids in a good way in other ways, like with diet.
Oh yeah.
Because like yeah,
Um. uh,
I I've seen a mother who well okay, it's unrelated to diet, but like she was doing these like hacks and she was doing stuff that could actually poison her kids.
yeah.
Or like
Oh,
food poisoning kinda, I guess.
real
But like
quick.
it's insane.
It seems like he is.
It is. Okay. I found the video. Sorry. It was 1 month ago, so I was pretty close. It was called Gross Parents Compilation. It was on the Moist Chronicles channel. I recommend it. It's pretty good so far. I haven't watched the full one. I remember that section of the video. Um, but yeah, like I agree with what he was saying. You can't just throw an iPad or a television towards a kid. But anyways, continue what you were saying. Sorry about that.
Uh but yeah, she was doing stuff that was harmful and she was like telling other parents to do these because it was like the parent life hack when they were dangerous stuff.
Yeah,
And like yeah, it's you know
with the whole parenting thing nowadays, it has gone, it's been rapidly growing with how bad kids are being raised. Kids when they I saw this thing. Um there was a job application fill out and it said I believe socials. And what socials mean is your social. Oh, hold on. I remember what it was, but I don't know if it was a job application. 1 second. Okay. Yes, from what I'm seeing. If I'm correct, I might be wrong because I just did a quick little look up. But socials is listed in your job applications, and somebody put their social media, meaning Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever ones. And I thought that that was the most craziest thing I've seen. That somebody can't fill out a job application without thinking about social media. I guess okay, it leans into both categories. Social media, how bad it is because of how much it is consuming young minds, and then,
your mic is glitching kind of.
okay, how about now?
It's good.
Okay. Anyways, uh, it goes into two categories, as I was saying. It goes into the category of how badly social media is consuming young minds, and the category of how parents aren't telling their kids what to expect during a job application. I understand that some kids don't have parents or, you know, people like that to teach them, but the ones that do, their parents should be telling them such things. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
my take on that.
I'm trying to think of something.
Me too. Um, why don't we go on the topic of social media?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
I want to talk about something that kind of relates to the AI that we've had to earlier.
Okay.
It is channels that it's channels called like Tom Explained, and they will just make these AI videos with very simple editing, but basically just explains like a category of things, and it, and
Uh-huh.
it's just slop. It's just there's no actual effort put into it. And it's like even last ones with like shorts channels that just put out AI shorts, and like that was one I think that was like AI cinema
Uh-huh.
that got really popular for like a series of AI shorts, and like it is just so lazy. And then they got mad when like some of the stuff was deleted and said like you're jealous because you couldn't make this.
No, that see, that is another issue. Like I was saying, people are putting little to no effort in this, and things are just looking, like you said, sloppy. Like it's not even good because AI can't get certain dimensions that humans can because obviously it doesn't know how to properly do certain art. Like for a while their hands were looking rough until they fixed it. But yeah, I don't understand how you can get so angry when you typed in a little sentence, might have tweaked a little bit here and there, and you're like, "Oh, you can never make that." I bet you I could copy and paste that and put it into my own AI, put my name on there, boom, I made it. Like,
And then like someone else like someone said like there are so many prompt thieves around or something, and it's like what do you mean? Like that is the stupidest time I've ever had.
oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna steal your
It's ironic.
prompt. Like
It's
what?
ironic as well because you're already a stealer as well. Because I mean, technically indirectly, but using AI steals art, and that's
Doesn't
how it
it
like makes
steal
things.
pieces of art off the internet and put
Yeah,
piece them together?
yeah. It basically what it does is it takes images from on the internet that relate to what the prompt was. And then it'll basically like examine them, like all the pixels, and then put them together in a way that it thinks that the viewer or the the person who was using the AI would.
Yeah, that it see what is very curious that I find at least I find curious. Um Plagiarism. How is AI allowed to take pieces of art from online that is from other people and I guess it's not 100% plagiarism because well, actually it might be because it's still all pieces of art. What I don't understand is how we make a big deal over plagiarism with, people who are in school saying that you can get arrested for this type of thing, but we're gonna let AI take people who genuinely worked hard on pieces of artwork and piece it together. How is that not plagiarism?
Yeah. Yeah, the only good thing is that AI art, things made with AI, cannot be copyrighted.
Really?
Yeah, because like multiple times people tried to get like the AI art stuff copyrighted, and it didn't work. At least here in the United States, I know that it was different in a different country because what like the Italian brainwash thing. One of
Oh
them
no.
is he got copyrighted because apparently that country, the person who made it was from, they allowed it to be copyrighted.
Okay. Yeah, it's just it's crazy.
Yeah. Any
Um
other topic?
yeah, I think this will be our last topic since we're up to the 40-minute mark. Um so the topic that I was trying to spit out earlier. Okay, so we all know social media obviously, but social media is debatably, but I feel like this might be a fact at this point. Rotting minds now, um, because we are more focused on making Instagram videos of dancing than working on figuring out goals that we want to do when we are older and like searching for summer jobs, focusing on school, going out and actually doing stuff. We have become dependent on social media that everything is online. You want friends? Online. Nobody goes outside anymore because we have online. It's not it shouldn't be that way at all. Personally, that's what I view it as.
Yeah, I I think that like a lot of like kids nowadays, like they just they usually just kind of only like watch like social media a lot.
Yes, I have to agree with you, like I said. Because not only is social media just it's so it's so effective on a younger mind because we're very gullible at a certain age until we start to go through situations, until we actually get a little bit of a grasp on life. We are very gullible to things such as bodies. We see people that have abs or paper thin stomachs, and we automatically assume that, oh, well, everybody thinks that that's perfect, so I'm not normal, I'm ugly, I'm disformed, things like that. But everybody has different bone structures, everybody has different genes, everybody has different body types. You can't always have these certain body types. And you have to think that there's filters too. So we're putting on 15 different filters, and you're essentially doing social media plastic surgery. Like it it's very effective in that way. It's sometimes it can be mentally effective. People, you could post something and there's so much hate that people will put on a single video. One comment could lead to 50 comments, to 100 comments on shaming you, right?
Yeah. I feel like sometimes people will hate something so much that they don't even care to like affect someone. Like
Yeah.
even if it's just like the way they are, they'll just blast them for that and get angry at them. I just feel like people are just like also with people like losing loyalty, people have just gotten kind of hateful.
Yeah. It's and see that I know that a lot of people don't personally believe in God and faith and all that, but I do feel that the times that everybody has actually been in touch with um religion, times have been more simpler and people have been more kinder. I feel like it has had more of a positive effect, but people are losing their faith.